The Great Depression by me. The Great Depression was the deepest and longest-lasting economic downturn in the history of the Western industrialized world. In the U.S., it began when the stock market crashed in October 1929. The market crashed because there were low wages, the proliferation of debt, a struggling agricultural sector, and excess of large bank loans that couldn't be paid back. The prices started to decline in September and early October 1929, and on October 18, the fall began. Black Thursday, a record of 12,894,650 shares were traded. Investment companies and banks tried to stabilize the market by buying more stocks. As the United States slowly went into the Great Depression, the prices of the stocks were only worth 20% of their actual value in the summer of 1929. The crash wasn't the main cause of the Great Depression, but it contributed to the global economic collapse. Real bad thing. By 1930, 4 million people were looking for work, couldn't find any. That number had risen to 6 million in 1931. The industrial production of the country had dropped by half. Bread lines, soup kitchens, and rising numbers of homeless people became more and more common in the towns and cities. Farmers had been struggling with their own economic depression for much of the 1920s due to drought and falling food prices. They couldn't afford to harvest their crops and were forced to leave them rotting in the fields where people elsewhere starved. In the book, the Cunninghams were one of the farmers that are struggling through the Great Depression. The situation of poor farmers during the Great Depression is represented by the Cunninghams in the book, who have no money to pay a lawyer but pay with produce like hickory nuts and turnip greens. In the text, it states the Cunninghams are country folks, farmers, and the crash hit them hardest. They didn't have any money due to the fact that they couldn't sell their crops because people didn't have enough money to buy them. Atticus also revealed that the crash hit them the hardest. He was referring to the Cunninghams, but he was also talking about the farmers. Roosevelt also took immediate action to address the country's economic woes after getting elected to office. He first announced a 4-day bank holiday, which all banks would close so that Congress could pass a reform legislation and reopen those banks and come into work. FDR asked Congress to take the first step toward ending prohibition by making it legal once again for Americans to buy beer or get drunk now. He signed the Tennessee Valley Authority Act into law, allowing the federal government to build dams along the Tennessee River that controlled flooding and generated inexpensive hydroelectric power. Congress passed a bill that paid commodity farmers who produce things like wheat, dairy products, tobacco, and corn, to leave their fields fallow in order to end agricultural surpluses and boost prices. The Yules are poor farmers that are financially helped by the government. Bob received money from the county to help feed, buy clothes, a house for his family, and etc. While he happily received the money, he refuses to work under the program. During the Great Depression, many people had to receive money from the government by being part of the workers for the New Deal programs that FDR created. In the book, money is rarely mentioned. The only time was when Jim bought Scout with a baton, which he later used to wreck Mrs. DuBois' flowers. Everyone's preferred transportation is walking. The book hasn't mentioned that the children own a bike or own an abundance of toys. Atticus doesn't use his car, and it seems their neighbors doesn't own any vehicles. Poor them. Yay! End of the Great Depression! Hallelujah. World War II started the beginning of the end of the Great Depression. The production of the materials needed for the war helped make money for the nation.
Created using Powtoon.